Hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. Let me wipe this down. I know I've got some fuzzies down here. Welcome. Come on in. I'm just wiping this down so I know I have a clean slate here. Welcome. Happy Sunday, everyone. Let me let's see. Let me welcome whoever is in here. Hello, Beverly and Donna. Beverly and Donna joining us from YouTube. Do this real quick. So welcome, everyone. Happy Sunday. Today, we're going to be doing the Christmas card Stamp a Stack. And if you missed the announcement, where's my banner? Where's my banner? There it is. That's my little banner announcement that I did, yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. For the Christmas card Stamp a Stack class to go that is benefiting Bear Den Cat Sanctuary. This cat sanctuary is local to me. It's near the San Antonio, Texas area. And I love that place. That's my happy place. And I almost wasn't going to do Christmas card classes, but we all need Christmas cards, right? Whether it's you need, just a few, or if you need a dozen, or if you need a couple of dozen. I know some people, make multiples like 50, 100, depending on how big their family is. But this particular Christmas card class is going to be featuring the Jolly Holidays paper collection by Paper Rose. And if you happen to have missed it, now I have got I got two unopened packages here. So if you didn't get to see the paper before, I'm going to open these two packages because the other two packages that I have, I've opened them and mixed and matched the paper. So at this point, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one is which, basically, as far as the what's in each package. I will tell you also that this paper is so popular that where I originally got it, which was scrapbook.com, they are completely out. They only have the 6x6 paper. So if you're okay with 6x6 paper, you can go to scrapbook.com and get your paper there. But if you want die cut pieces, if you want this paper specifically, this particular pack, this 12x12 paper collection pack that has these pre-printed pieces to it, then you're going to be out of luck for a little while until they get some more in. But this one right here is the Jolly Holidays Basics. So once you get your basics, it is 12x12. The back to the insert is the piece that has all of the pre-printed sentiments. So you got a lot to choose from there in different colors. So if you don't have any stamp sets, but you want to send out some Christmas cards and kind of mix up and match your sentiments, then you've got some built-in sentiments with this paper already. Now, because scrapbook.com had been out, I actually had to go directly to Paper Rose in order to buy what I needed to do classes with. Okay, that was the only thing. And each package has two pieces, double-sided pieces. And let me bring this up just a little bit so you can see the whole thing. So this is one design. And the flip side to that is going to be this gorgeous, look at that. You can see it actually has a little shimmer to it. And the paper is pretty thick. I don't know what the weight is But look at that gorgeous wood grain plank kind of paper to that side. And then we have a gingham, a black and white gingham, very distressed. And the flip side to that is this little cookies, chocolate milk, cinnamon something. It's like a plate of cookies, basically. But look at the colors. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm tempted to do a folio album, you guys, with like for Christmas. And look at this ornament paper. This ornament paper, we're going to be using some of this paper in the on one of the cards. And then you've got the flip side to that, which is like a wide, distressed, kind of barn red look there. And then you do have your little zip strips down at the bottom, so you can totally use those as well. And then you have this plaid, tartan, whatever you want to call it. And then the flip side to that one is polar bears, cute penguins. So stinking cute. And then we have some cardinals. And the flip side to that is another weathered plank design. So if you like cardinals in your Christmas paper, gorgeous. Vertical cardinals, that is. And then the last piece is a sheet of poinsettias, however you pronounce it. And the flip side to that is a red and kind of vanilla checked pattern. Gorgeous. That is the basics paper collection. And let me put this over here so I don't mix it accidentally with my open packages. And then if you are a scrap booker, OMG, you're going to love this Jolly Holidays 12 by 12 paper collection that looks like this. Okay, the other one was just paper, front and back. But this one, you guys, oh my gosh. And I'm taking the time to show you in case you want to do your own Christmas projects. Let's say you have your own Christmas projects, your own folio projects you want to do. You want to do up your own Christmas cards your own way. You can definitely get this from originally scrapbook.com. But this particular pack and the extra one that I have, 2 extra ones I had to get it directly from Paper Rose, and they're out of Australia. So I had to wait a little bit of extra time. So you can order it, but I would order it now if you're trying to pull something together before the Christmas holidays. But here is the insert, and the flip side to that has more pre-printed sentiments. So basically the same design as the other one. And then look, you guys, this is where I'm going to show you. It does have 2 of the same. So if you were doing cards, I decided on the Christmas cards, I wanted so bad to use these designs because they're already stamped. But with this particular paper collection, you only get 2 of these sheets in each package. It's not like Echo Park or Cartabella where you can order like 20 of these same sheets if you want to order 20 of these and do some cards that have all look the same. So I had to I'm still going to do cards, but they're going to basically be card packs, and it's going to be something I'm going to do. And then I will just end up selling them, basically, whatever I don't use. But the flip side to that is, look at that. And then you have your zip strips down here at the bottom as well. So look at all of that. So you could do basically the same card multiple times with just different sentiments. And you could actually do a couple since you have 2 of the same sheet. But that's the flip side to that one. And then look. So remember I said scrapbooking? Look at these large. Of course, I don't know that you would want to do 2 side by side like that, but look at that. even if you did a sampler of some kind and did it as a gift, the flip side to that are all of these nutcracker, people designs. It's one, two, I can't tell. There's so many of them. It's just kind of repeats itself on each row. But look at that. So if you're a scrapbooker, this would be just an awesome layout to do, right? So there's that. And then you have this design, of course. This would be awesome for like a folio front. You just don't even have to do any decorating. You could just use this paper. And the flip side to that is this tartan kind of colors. Gorgeous. And then look at this one. Look at that bell. Look at that bell. So there's one. And then the flip side to that is kind of like a, I can't think of the word, but it's got poinsettias on it, Santa, some cute little elves. Honestly, you guys, when I first saw those, I'm like, ooh, those are kind of creepy looking, but they're kind of cute. It kind of grew on me. There's other ones that are part of some die cuts and whatnot, but and then some holly just kind of behind there. But look at that. That would be just an awesome something to put like in a sampler and frame it. And then we have Santa. My pages want to move over here. You got Santa, another big focal page. And then the flip side to that is like, it's like a distressed music sheet. I can't tell what the music is on there, but I don't know that we're supposed to be able to figure that out. It's got some script on it. It's very, very distressed. Okay, that's the flip side to this Santa piece right here. And then the last one, you have these antique drawers, 2 pages of that. And then the flip side to that is going to be these, like these gingerbread houses, kind of like one after the other, these 2-story gingerbread houses. Very, sometimes I think like Norman Rockwell-ish, right? That's the kind of vibes that I get with the tones from these papers. But that was the second collection. Okay, that was this one that on their front has these pre-printed cards on it. So that was that one, and the other one was just paper. I used a little bit from both in order to do the Christmas cards. And then I also, on some of the cards, I'm using their embossed die cuts. And the only difference, y'all, I learned the hard way. There is a difference between their die cuts that they have available. Okay, let me bring this down so I can show you a little bit closer. Their embossed die cuts, you get 4 A5 sheets of embossed pop-out die cuts when you buy this particular package here. And I want to show you. Can y'all see that shine? That's the only, what they did is they put like a clear coat, like a, I've got some right here. What am I trying to say? It's like a glossy accents is what they put on their die cuts. Now, these are the ones that are already, like you just pop those out, but you can kind of see they put some of that clear accent on it to kind of give it a little bit of embossed effect. So it's not really embossed. It's just the raised part of that glossy effects. Now, that's their embossed die cuts. And I had bought a couple of packages of what they call their cut aparts. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, it does say on here, fussy cut. On these, you got 18 single-sided sheets. These are 6x8 in size. There's 6 designs, 3 of each of the designs. but you gotta cut them out. You gotta fussy cut them out, literally. So, I didn't do all of them, but I will do enough for what I need in order to do for the cards if I need to use any of these. But I have 2 packages of those. If you get these, unless you like fussy cutting, you're probably going to have to get out your scan and cut, or find somewhere where you can scan these in and get them die cut, because that's a lot of cutting, you guys. That's a lot. But there are differences between their cut aparts, those that you have to fussy cut, versus the packages that you can get that are embossed die cuts. But it does make a difference. So I'm using some of those, and I used, I think, a stocking from the cut aparts just so I could get an idea of what it would be like to have to cut those. And yeah. Thank you, Stella. All right, so that is that's the paper and some of the die cuts that we'll be using. And let me grab my supplies here, and we will get started on the first card. I've got everything right here. Let me throw that away. How's everybody doing today? Hope you are having a great day wherever you are. I'm going to post the blog link to all of this. And while I am chit-chatting with you, I'm only going to do one of each card. Just know that with the card kit, you're going to have, make sure that's it there. You're going to have choices. Okay. I wanted to be able to give you choices with your class kit to go. So this is going to be a class kit to go where everything, like this is going to be the card number 1 that I'll be demonstrating. Everything will be cut for you. So you'll have your card base, which is an A2 size card base. And you guys, look, I found my bone folder, my Teflon bone folder that I thought I threw away. I had accidentally put it in, what was I doing? Oh, the fall. Somehow I put it back in the fall folio album project because I hadn't put any of that stuff away yet. And so it was in there. I went looking for something else and I found it in there. So I knew I would find it looking for something else. Okay, let me bring this down a bit. So in your card kit, for card number 1 and for all the other cards, you're going to have an A2 size card base that'll be already cut for you and scored. So all you have to do is just burnish that little edge there. And then you're going to have a piece of white cardstock, which this is, I want to say this is Sugar Cube from Tailored Expressions. So all the cardstock that I'm using is from Tailored Expressions, and it's going to already be embossed for you using this Tim Holtz wood grain embossing folder. It is a 3D embossing folder, and this is going to be, this and everything I use to make these cards is going to be on the supply list that'll be in the blog link, which I just have to publish the blog link. So after the video, look for the blog link for all of the pictures for today's cards that I'm going to be demonstrating. I'm doing 3, and I decided to do 3 instead of 4 just because I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of paper available in order to cut for all of the card designs that I did, and that I wouldn't have to order any more. If I have to, I will, but if I don't have to, then I'm not. Okay, so I was very particular with my pieces. Okay, all right. Oh, let's show you the finished card. Here we go. This is what card number 1 is going to look like when we are complete with it. So let me just set that right there off to the side. All right. So we're going to, you're going to have a couple of pieces. Everything is going to be cut for you, die cut for you, punched, embossed, stamped. In this case, I am going to try my best to put the same sentiment for each card. Not the sentiment, I'm sorry, the same die cut. But in some cases, it may be a little bit different. Like you can see, the one that I used, which was one of the embossed ones, I used it on my sample, but the other one that I pulled that was embossed is just slightly different, but basically it's the same. Now, there's also other choices. So if you don't want presents to be there, but let's say you want, I don't know, that storefront, or if you want a gnome or something, you can totally change that out there. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. Honestly, you guys, I really don't, because there's so many options, but there's only so many parts, right? There's only so many parts to everything that I have. So if you're not going to be particular, I'll do my best to fix it to where you have pieces that coordinate with each other. Okay. All right. So all I'm doing here is just putting my ruler down to give me an idea of how straight I need to make this. I am just eyeballing it right down the middle. Okay. So I wanted that to be in the middle. So I just put a little glue on there. So I'm trying to maximize the amount of paper that I'm using. And originally I had a strip going down all the way down the middle, but when I realized it was going to be a chore to, of course, if you have a T ruler, you could also use a T ruler too. I don't think I have one. I'm just using my eyeballs and my ruler to help guide me to put this in the middle. You could also mark it too if you want to mark it with a pencil, so you know where your centers are. Okay, so there we go. It's just going to be a faux piece to make it look like it's a piece that goes all the way down down the middle. Okay. All right. Then we're going to have a piece of black cardstock, which I think this is, Oreo. I can't remember which one it is. Oreo. There's another color of black from Tailored Expressions, but you're going to have this scalloped die cut, which I got these from Tailored Expressions as well. And then we're going to use this piece of plaid tartan paper, which the backside was the cute polar bears and penguins. And we're going to put that right in the middle. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that in the middle. Like I said, everything will already be cut for you. So basically all you're going to do is assemble. And then the cost and everything for the class is going to be on the blog. And then if I remember correctly, I think the cost, well, I don't want to look at it right just yet. I just remember that $15 from the cost of each class is going to be donated directly to the cat sanctuary. Okay, so I'm just going to I'm using some black dimensionals that I have, and let me go ahead and put one down the middle. So you want to put some on all four corners, and then put one in the middle to help stabilize the middle part of your card. Get that. And then this piece is going to go right in the center. Okay. So when it comes to scraps of paper, like if you're doing this design, if you have scraps, you can get away with 1-inch pieces on the top and bottom because you don't even see what's behind the scalloped die cut there. Okay. And then you're going to have this rectangle stitched, which these are also from Tailored Expressions, and this will already be die cut for you. We are going to stamp, and I'm going to be using, for this one, I'm going to be using Scarlet. It's like a cranberry colored ink. It's close to my heart. And we're going to be doing this one in Scarlet, and we're going to have it say Merry Christmas. Okay. Now that's another choice that you'll have in your cards. I was actually testing the choices, so you might want to give me a few minutes after the live to go make sure that that's working. But you will have a choice as to, let me do this first, whether you want your cards to say Merry Christmas or if you want them to say Happy Holidays. Okay. They're your cards, or they will be your cards when you pre-order for this class. And so if you want them all to say Merry Christmas, you can have them say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whichever one. Okay. This one we're going to put directly down. So we're only going to put glue on this back side over here. And this is just regular green glue that I'm using. I am team green glue, although I still love my my Sweet Petunia glue press. Okay, so that's going to sit directly on there, just like that. Okay, but we are going to pop our little die cut up, and let me just put one of those in the middle. Okay, or you can put really whatever you want to put here, and let's just soften up that edge. Okay, and then I have a ribbon will also be included. This is a 7-inch strip. Ribbon will be included. Any embellishments you need, which these are going to be sparkles. I have a bunch of sparkles left over from Close to My Heart, so we will be using these sparkles. Okay, we're just going to make a simple singular, oh, that's bad. Oh, let's try that again. Bow using some of this Doodlebug white cotton twine. I think on the next card we're going to be using a black satin ribbon, but this card and card number 3 is using this white Doodlebug twine, which that'll also be in the supply list as well. And then we got some micro glue dots here. I'm just going to use a couple of them to make sure that really sticks. Okay, and then we can put this wherever you want to put it, but I want to soften up this little bottom piece right here and just pull that off to the side. And then let's put some sparkles down. We're going to put 3 of them, kind of strategically triangulated. We're going to use our little triangle method. So we're going to put another one right down here just to help space those out a little bit. Envelopes will also be included as well. So that would be card option number 1, because I am giving you card options. And what that means is you have a choice, or you will have a choice on the square link, that if you want to do your Stamp a Stack, all 12 cards, if you want to do this design, you can choose that, or you can choose half and half, or you can choose them as I've designed them, basically 3 designs, 4 of each card. So if you want a variety, you're going to have options when you go to checkout. Okay. But I was testing that. That's what I was testing before. And I realized, oh, shoot, I need to go live. So it might not completely show all of your options out there right now. So give me a few moments after the live. Okay. Because I want to go double check that. But that would be card number 1. Pop out my comments there. There we go. So let me bring this up a little closer so you can kind of see, so you can see that embossing as I have to turn it sideways for you. That wood grain embossing in the background helps really pull all that together and just pops, right? All right, let's get started with card number 2, which is, this is going to be card number 2 option. Okay, we got Happy Holidays, and let me get my pieces for that. We got a lot of little pieces. All right, so let's put that off to the side and get started with our base. 2 of these cards are portrait cards, and the third one is going to be a landscape card. Okay, so I just fold that and burnish that edge, but what I want to do is I want to take this piece of black. I think it's, like I said, I think it's Oreo. I need to go double check. And embossed it with that Tim Holtz 3D embossing folder. Okay, we're going to assemble this front before we actually put it on our card, because this is the paper where we're going to be using our ornament paper. Look at that. So cute. We got ornament paper. We have this tartan paper, which is going to be banner cut on one end. Okay, and then we have this piece of black gingham. And we're going to be putting all of these kind of like that. And then I'm going to be wrapping the ribbon around the top and bottom. And then I'm going to put this piece down. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going. Let's put some glue on the back and get this going like a mat. We want to see a little bit around the top, left, and bottom to get that into place. I love this ornament paper. I love it. It's got just the amount of white, black, a little touch of that green, and then your red ribbon. Okay, so let's get that down. This piece is a little bit longer than the other one because it does go from top to bottom, and I'm overlapping it slightly so that you don't see the edge of that corner piece of the ornament paper. Okay, and then this piece is going to be shorter. And this piece I'm actually going to slide right back behind there. Okay, I'm not going to butt it up, but I want it to slide. And I want to leave about 1/4 of an inch on the right so you can still see in these open spots, you can still see that, that wood grain embossing. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a piece of my black ribbon, which that'll be included for you as well. I'll pre-measure it. Okay, and then we're gonna place this over that seam where the ornament paper and that tartan paper is. Okay, so what I want to do is on the back right here, I want to put some adhesive. So let me just do that so you can see the adhesive on the top and bottom. And then we're going to take that ribbon and put it right over where those 2 pieces overlap. And I'm going to fold it. I'm going to pull it tight, but not so tight that the paper wants to curl, and fold it back over so that that ribbon attaches to the adhesive. Okay. Now this piece, we're going to attach this whole piece to our card front. Okay, just easy to do all of that while you still have the chance, and then put that right on the front. Why does that look a little off? Let me get that straight first. Hold on, you guys. I need to put this on straight. There we go. Okay. And then you are going to have a little scrap piece of a little zip strip that we're going to manually make a little banner cut just because that wouldn't fit into my punch. Okay, so I got that one. We have our white piece, our black piece that was also used the rectangle stitch. But on this one, we're going to be using jade. It's a green color. And we're going to stamp Happy Holidays with jade. So let me ink that up. You could also use black. I didn't really put options for ink colors, but I guess I could. There would be one more thing that I would have to go test real quick. If you want it to scarlet, if you want to use jade, or if you want just a basic black for your sentiments. Okay. So let's take this piece that we just stamped and put some glue on the back so that we can attach this piece and mat it to this rectangular stitched die cut. Okay. Then you're going to have this piece of green, which is close to my heart. So one side is darker than the other. I purposely used the darker side, and we're going to mat that on that piece of green, but we're going to pop this up. So let me get a couple of black dimensionals on the back of that. Okay, so let's put that in the middle of this green. And then this, did I put that on dimensionals? I can't tell. What did I do? I did. Okay. Let's put some dimensionals on that one. I think I did that because of the ribbon. It's not a flat surface. At least I think that's what I did. It would have been too, it would have not laid flat if I hadn't popped it up. So take that. Okay. And then we're going to put this little piece on. In fact, let me go ahead and put right here. I'm going to put a little glue on this back piece right here because that is where this is going to go. It's easier to attach it before it goes down. Although you probably could slide it back in there if you were using a glue dot. And then let's go ahead and let's put this down here, kind of in the center a little bit. And then this little open space right here, we're going to go ahead and make another bow. So there'll be another piece of ribbon, black ribbon. It might be more sheer than this if I run out of this ribbon. Let me cut both of these ends at one time. I'm going to have to do that again. That was kind of rough. Let me fix this bow a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to fold those over and then get a better cut there. Let me make sure those are lined up so they'll be even cuts. There we go. Why does one seem longer than the other? How'd that happen? Just trim them if you need to. You're going to have a long enough piece to make a pretty good sized bow. And then I want to pull it kind of tight so that it extends out like that. And then I'm going to use some big glue dots because I want this one to really stick. And then we're going to put it right at the top. And then you can pull your tails off to the side a little bit. And then let's put some of these on here. And well, my ornaments on my sample kind of fell in the right spot where I could put a gem in the middle of my ornaments, but that didn't happen over here. So let's do this. Let's put it in that, right underneath that bow, in that little circular ring thing part. And then let's go ahead and put one. Let's go ahead and put one over here on this side on our green cardstock. And then over here, well, we'll put one offset right here in that little white spot. But if you happen to get a piece of, if you select this option, a card, and you happen to get a piece where the ornaments kind of offset, I'll try to be mindful of that when I go to cutting the pieces so that you have the opportunity to put one of your gems in the middle of the ornaments. So it just kind of decorates that, and then you can put your third one over here off in the corner. But on the sample, I just put one of them up underneath that ribbon piece there, and I just put one in that little spot there, and then I went ahead and put the other one over here off to the right. Okay, but then your ribbon, if you don't want that piece of your ribbon to move, what you can do is you can take a glue dot, which I'm going to go ahead and take a glue dot. We'll take a big one. And I'm just going to slide it up underneath there and press it down. Try to get it as flat as I can. That way it doesn't move. But then I have this little bump. Oh my goodness. I wasn't trying to get a bump, but that was me. That was my fault because I did not put the glue down flat. Okay. So I was rolling mine up, but you'll want to put it flat. That way you don't have that little bump in your ribbon. All right, but that is card. That is card design number 2, which you also have the option if you want all 12 of your cards to look this way. And then if you want it to say Merry Christmas, you can have it say Merry Christmas. Like I said, there's going to be options. So pay attention to your options on the cards. All right, card number 2. All right, card number 3 and the final card. Like I said, I decided to do only 3 designs so that I would make sure that I had plenty of supplies for kits. Okay. But this is card number 3. You got a little embossing happening on the background there. It's that tone on tone as far as the white on the white. I didn't look to see what it would look like with any other colors. I just wanted it to be a white background because the front is already so busy, right? You got a lot of little pieces here. So let's put this one together. And this one is a landscape card. So we have our base, our white base. Okay. And then you've got your tutorials will come with this as well. Okay, just know that. You've got your piece of basic white that is, well, sugar cube. It's called sugar cube. I should call them by their names. Cardstock embossed with the Tim Holtz. And let's get some glue on the back. And this piece goes down first. I want to center that. on the front of our card. Okay. And then we've got some pieces of this paper that we're going to be using. And I will tell you, oops, sorry about that. I will tell you on my sample, I decided to use both pieces of this front facing on this particular design. But if you want to mix it up on yours, when you go to assemble, you can flip either one of these sides to be the opposite side. So if you want to show a little bit of that poinsettias and you want maybe that side to be your lines, you can do that, or you can leave them like I did. Okay, I just decided to leave them the way I had originally cut them. So it'll be showing this side that has the Santa with the poinsettias and the cute / creepy little elves. They really are cute. They really are cute. They have such doll faces too. I think that's what made them a little creepy when I first saw them. I'm like, oh my goodness. But Santa's there, right? So Santa makes everything cute. All right, so let's put that on there. And then this one, we are going to put over here on the right side, kind of like a mat. We want to leave about 1/4 of an inch on the top, right, and bottom. Okay. So we're basically we're layering. We got some layers happening here. Then you're going to have a piece of black cardstock. And then we're going to have another piece of a banner cut plank. And it's the one that has the back of the cardinals. So I'm just using the plank. That is going to go... let me go ahead and put this down, and then I'll put both of them down. So let's put this piece on the middle of this black cardstock so that you can see that banner cut down at the bottom, right down the center. And then this piece, let me make sure that's straight. This piece is going to go directly down in the middle, and this covers from the top all the way to the bottom. So we're going to put that right in the middle. So right now you can still see some of that embossed piece on there, but once we put the sentiment and the other piece, you're not gonna be able to see that. Okay. So let me make sure that's down. And while that's drying, we're going to we have another black rectangular die cut with the stitch on the edge, and then another piece of white cardstock where we can stamp Merry Christmas. And we'll go ahead and use this in Scarlet so I don't have to clean that block. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp. If you happen to boo-boo when you're stamping this, the measurements will be included in your with your tutorials, so you can just cut another piece and stamp it again. Okay. We all have scraps of white cardstock that will never go out of style and come in handy in situations like that, right? All right, so let's put that in the middle of that stitched die cut. Like I said, everything will be stamped for you. So depending on what you choose will depend on what I need to stamp. Okay, we are going to have a piece of this red, this cranberry red and kind of vanilla-ish gingham. And I went ahead and die cut one of the edges with the note paper die cut just to give it some extra flair. If you want to, with your cards, you can totally rough this side up a little bit so it actually kind of does look like. I'll do that with this one. You don't want to be too rough because you don't want to actually tear, unless you want truly, you know, notepad paper. You also have the option if you want to cut, like tear the top part. So if you really want it to be, let's do that. I'm probably going to mess this up. Hopefully I won't. Of course, it's going to show a little bit of that white through there, but you can also, I'm just doing this to show you that if you decided to do it, this is kind of what happened. Try not to take off too much. But you can daub the edge if you wanted to distress the edge a little bit where you see that white part of that pattern paper exposed. It's not cardstock, but the weight is pretty close. I have a tear, you guys. I actually have 3 of them in the drawer right beneath me. Okay, so if you want to kind of rough those edges up a little bit, that'll just help it. Okay, we're going to put that down, going landscape across. So get some glue on the back. Okay, and then let's put this going along the bottom. It is going to stretch from one side to the other. Okay, it's going to stretch across our page, our card front. Okay, now we've got this piece of green cardstock that we're going to put right there in the middle. This is going to be, let me make sure, what did I do with that one? That one is flat. Okay, so this one is flat. I want to put glue only on the corners. Okay, I'm not trying to buckle it down the middle because I know it's not going to be completely flat, and I'll show you what I mean. If I put this down the other way, then that glue is going to catch on to each parts of those patterned paper. Okay. It just gives another layer of color, and you can still see this pretty patterned paper all the way around. You can still see some embossing peeking. Then we're going to have this piece right here, which, did I put that? Yeah, I put this on dimensions. So let me put some dimensionals on the back of that one. Okay. And this one's going to hang off just a little bit. Not trying to line everything up. Okay. And then for this card, just so I can show you another part, another design to the embossed die cuts, or one of the other cuts that we'll have, is you've got this Christmas deer. And of course, I didn't leave enough room for that. There's no room unless I slide him under there. But this was supposed to be up on dimensionals. All right, let's do this. Oh my goodness, you guys. Bear with me. Nobody talk. Let's see if I can pull this up. I might have to put something there. I'm trying something here. This was an afterthought. I didn't look at that whole, I didn't look at the deer. I just popped him out, hoping that he would fit. So let's do this. Just using my, that's what these are for. These little glue. There we go. Perfect. Bear with me, you guys. I want this deer on here. All right, problem solved. Let me put another dimensional on this side. I just had to move things around a little bit, but I also wanted to show you guys if you want to use a different die cut. I have so many, depending on how many card kits I have, I might just include a sheet of the fussy cut ones. I hope that makes sense. But you will have to fussy cut those. That's a lot of fussy cutting, you guys. All right, so let's do that. Let's put the deer there. And then let's slide. We are going to improvise. We're going to slide this back behind just a little bit. Let's bring this down. There we go. And then let's put some. Let's put one right there in the center of that poinsettia. Let's put one over here. And then we need one over here somewhere. Actually, you know what? Something else is supposed to go there. Let's put one right there. I'm missing a little piece over here for this side. Let's see. Let's see. Let me take a look at my die cuts so I don't have to fussy cut anything real quick. Let's put this little ornament there. It's small enough. It is small enough. We can put it on a dimensional. Put it more towards the bottom so it can sit on top here, just kind of at an angle. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't like that spot right there because it's too open. So I used twine on that one. I have this piece already ready, but this is not like the white twine. This is something else. Oh my goodness. Here I am changing stuff up on you guys. I don't like that open spot. I didn't intend for it to be that much of an open spot. All right, you guys. I see my mind moving, huh? Trim that a little bit. I am stuck. I am stuck. Kittens are playing upstairs. It's too close to the corner right there. All right, let's do that. I'm going to put it in that little corner right there. So let me find my little. I'll stick it at this little corner. And that way that sticks out to the side. And that other one will kind of just hang down there. All right, it is what it is. Card number 3. Just a little bit different with the die cuts. But if you end up getting a sheet and you like another one of the pieces better than the other, this just shows you how you have options. It's basically the same format with just a couple of extra die cuts that are a little bit different. I love that deer. The scarf on is so cute. All right, let me move this out of the way. Pull this up a little bit so I can show you all 3 designs. Okay, so we have design 1. This is one. 1, 2, and 3. So tell me which one is your favorite design. And once the video is over, I will be going and updating. Actually, I'll be publishing the blog link. It's already out there. I just need to make sure that when you go to the square link that you see those options that I am giving you to select when you want to basically customize your card. So just to repeat, with this card class, it is a card class to go. Everything will be cut for you, die cut for you, embossed. It'll even include these pieces already stamped. But anyway, it'll include everything, basically, your embellishments, any ribbon, any twine. You just have to have your glue, your own basic tools. If you happen to get a full sheet of these embossed pieces right here, the die cuts, these are the pieces that you have to fussy cut. So that will be so that you have options for on your cards. I have to look to see how many actually I do have. So you might get a couple of sheets maybe, but for the most part, you can see how you can kind of move things around. If you want all your cards to say Merry Christmas, or if you want them to also Happy Holidays, if you want them in red, if you want them in green. So make sure to check the options. Just give me a few minutes to go make sure that they're all working properly. But other than that, these cards, let me take a look at my page real quick so I can give you some more information. Everything I'm telling you will also be on my blog link that I'm going to post after this video. So the Stamp-A-Stack class fee is going to be $26 plus shipping. You will be getting your choice of 12 cards. So that means you can choose how I design, like basically 3 different designs, 4 of each card. That'll be your 12 cards. Or say maybe you just like the first 2 cards and you want to do 6 and 6. You can do 6 and 6. So basically, if you tell me option 1, which is going to be 3 designs, you're going to get enough supplies to do 4 cards of each. Or if you want your second choice, which will be half and half, then you have to tell me which cards you want, 1, 2, or 3. I know it's going to probably get confusing on there, but that's the best way I can put it with the amount of paper that I have and to still be able to give you choices. And I'll do my best to make sure that all of the cards are going to be the same. Some of them might be slightly different when it comes to pieces, but I'll do my best. Okay. I know I have a lot of pieces. It's just that only so many pieces come in each of the packages. Okay. Or if you want all 12 cards to be in any one design, we can do that. I can do that as well. Okay. So $26 plus shipping, and $15 from the sale of each class will be donated directly to the cat sanctuary. And if you need more than 1 set of cards, all you have to do is increase your quantity. Registration, pre-order registration is open now, and it will end on October the 20th. Okay, so this is going to be open this week, next week, and then the following Sunday. Registration for pre-order will be closed. That way I know exactly how much I need to cut for everything. And the expected class shipment date will be November the 1st. Okay, the Stamp-A-Stack is going to include 12 cards and envelopes. Your contents will already be cut, die cut for you, embossed, punched, stamped. Your choice of sentiment, accessories will be included. And if you're local to the San Antonio, Texas area, you can opt for porch pickup in order to save on shipping. All right. So Donna, Stella Originals have beautiful paper. Cute. Thank you for sharing, Donna. Donna likes 1 and 3. My personal my personal favorite was number 1 because it was the easiest one to put together. So if you're a beginner and you're not quite sure, then choose number 1. Choose number 1. Like, you almost can't go wrong. You've got it's still very simple. It's very easy to put together. And the way the layout is, it makes a big impact, especially when you have that 3D embossing folder happening on the background. And you've got a lot of room here so that if you needed to move this down and you wanted to put a larger die cut there, you could do that as well. Pretty much anything can go right here, right? With the other ones, I was trying to be specific as far as the paper that I was using, especially on card number 3. But even then, as you can see, if something doesn't fit up here, you might have to move things around, but you can definitely make the cards your own. You will have all the pieces there you need, and you can either replicate the way I designed them, or you can move them around and reposition them however you would like to do. All right, so let me make sure I am logged in, because we need to do a couple of drawings. So, oops. There we go. All right, so let me share my screen. All right, last week's video. Let me shuffle. What did we do last week? Oh, I did the cards. The thank you for your service cards. I was trying to remember, what did I do last week? Bear with me, you guys. All right. I need to get back here so I can see what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Where am I? There we go. I think I'm on the wheel. All right. I just happen to have an extra shape dies. These are Happy Halloween banners. So who won the last one? I can't remember who won the last one, because I have the package that I need to get ready. The last one was Christmas one. This one is Halloween. So basically it is Happy Halloween. I don't know if you can see that. They're kind of backwards, but these are Happy Halloween. And then, so there's 4 pieces to those banner dies. We're going to give those away, and let me shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Thank you to everyone that watched last week's video and liked, commented, or shared, whether it was from Facebook or YouTube. Actually, if you watch from YouTube, you're on here for your shares. It doesn't tell me who likes it. But Facebook tells me who likes videos. But then again, on the share, unless you tell me you shared, I don't know because of privacy settings. So it's really weird. I do the best. I do the best with when I have to pull these names. All right, so let's give away these Happy Halloween guys. Who is it going to be? Beverly. And it was her YouTube share. Congratulations, Beverly. All right. And then let me get back to my wheels, because we have September shares, which there wasn't a whole lot. But that's okay, because it increased, whoever did share it increased your chances of winning. That's always a plus, right? All right. So what are we giving away? I will post it on there because I can't share I can't share when I'm sharing this screen, but it is going to be a $10 e-gift card to Honey Bee Stamps. So I did have to go down on my monthly prize, but there's still a prize. So let me shuffle a little bit more, and let's give away that $10 e-gift card to Honey Bee Stamps. Good luck, everybody. Who is it? Donna. It was her 9/29 video share. Congratulations, Donna. All right, where am I? Congratulations. And is this it? Yeah, there it is. It's a $10 e-gift card. I have your email. So later this evening, just keep a lookout in your inbox for the gift card link for you to use. Okay, congratulations, Donna, and thank you for sharing my videos in the month of September. I still am going to do a monthly drawing for shares, but I won't be doing weekly prizes. So the one that I just gave out here is going to be the last one, because consistently I don't know that I'm going to be going live every single week. I definitely wanted to do today so that I could show you guys the Christmas Stamp-A-Stack class and do the demonstration to put those together. So, but other than that, let's see. Happy birthday. If you're an October birthday baby, happy birthday to you. Got all month to celebrate. I hope you are celebrating a nice number. I hope you're doing something fun. I hope somebody cooks for you or does something nice for you, takes you out to eat, smothers you with love, balloons, flowers, whatever it is, whatever makes you happy. Happy birthday. And also, don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, just go out there, subscribe, and make sure your bell notifications are turned on so you know when I go live or I upload a video. But other than that, yes, congratulations, Beverly. Thank you all for joining me this Sunday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Make sure to check on your elderly neighbors. And other than that, we will see you all in the next video. Bye, y'all.